Hi everybody, John Boutte, Buffalo Sports Museum, with another episode of In the Vault, the Buffalo Sports Museum. Today, with our upcoming game, the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots on Monday Night Football, I thought we'd take a look back to the beginning of the 1960 Buffalo Bills, the very first game in Buffalo Bills and American Football League history. The Buffalo Bills, as most every Western New York native knows, were formed in 1960 when Ralph Wilson plunked down $25,000 to secure a franchise in the new American Football League. Ralph didn't always think Western New York would be his first choice. He actually looked in Miami, but after not being able to secure the rights to the Orange Bowl, looked elsewhere. And thankfully, for Buffalonians and Western New Yorkers, found Buffalo as his new home. As I said, the Bills founded in 1960, their very first game, fortunate enough to host the first game in American Football League history, as the then known Boston Patriots came to Buffalo to play in that game. July 30th, 1960, the Patriots, coached by future Bills coach Lou Saban, came to town as the favorite and took down the Bills, unfortunately for us, 28-7 in that first contest. The game was held at Buffalo's Civic Stadium, very shortly to be renamed War Memorial Stadium. And War Memorial Stadium dates back to 1937 and was built as primarily as a football and racetrack stadium, believe it or not. And the Bills played there through the 1972 season. Well, that first game didn't go too well for the Bills, like I said, losing 28-7. Bob D, defensive end for the Patriots, recorded the very first touchdown in American Football League history when he fell on a Tommy O'Connell fumble in the end zone, securing his name in history as the very first touchdown in the AFL. Preseason game, but still the very first game that pit two AFL franchises against each other. The Bills' lone touchdown that day was scored by Maurice Bassett, a member of that 1960 preseason team. Obviously, Coach Buster Ramsey didn't think much of Bassett, as 3 days later he cut him. So 16,474 fans went home not happy, losing that first game to Boston. A rivalry was built that day. Most teams in the AFL were rivals, it being only 8 teams in that 1960 season. But Boston has always been a big rival for the Bills. As most Bills fans know, it's been a long, long time not being able to beat Tom Brady and the Patriots. But things are starting to change in the AFC East. But anyway, I thought I would celebrate the 1960 team with this. And we look back with fondness on this really interesting team who's been so loved here in Western New York. The Bills actually had the Buffalo had a team in the All-American Conference in 1946 to 1949. In 1946, the team was known as the Bisons. But when just about every other professional team here in Western New York named Bisons, including basketball, football, and baseball, they held a contest to rename the team. And in 1947, the name Bills was chosen to be the new team name. So that's where that comes from. Buffalo Bill Cody being the inspiration for that. But I thought I'd just celebrate a little bit about the first year of the American Football League and the importance of the team here in Western New York. Let's hope things go well tomorrow night. Bills, Patriots in a big AFC East battle. We hope you like the segment. Please follow us on Twitter at John Boutte and on Facebook at Buffalo Sports Museum. And we'd love to have you as a member. We talk old Buffalo sports. we'll talk more about the American Football League, one of my favorite subjects, in future episodes. But again, tomorrow night, Bills, Patriots, let's go Buffalo. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night.